Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Deanna and I am coming to you from So Much Joy Gardens in Zone 8A, North Central Alabama. So today I'm going to be talking about what you can be planting to get a harvest before your first frost. Now, I am in Zone 8A, so as of today, August 8th, I have 95 days, 95-ish days left before my first frost. Our first frost is supposed to be around November 11th, so that gives us about 95 days. So I am basing what I want to get in and get a harvest before the frost catch it. Now, if that is not the case for you, you want to check what your first frost date is going to be and just count back the days to see how much longer you have left before your anticipated first frost. So, for those of us who have a little bit longer, I am going to be starting with tomatoes. This tomato is, and I'm going to try it from seed. This tomato is a Pisano F1 hybrid, and it is a Roma type tomato, and it's also vining. So most Roma type tomatoes, they bush, but this is a vining, and it's gonna produce until the frost hits it. So I'm going to try this from seed. Yes, I'll keep you all updated on how that goes. The next thing I'm gonna be trying, oh, also I am propagating tomatoes too. I always like to hedge my bets. If you see here, yeah, don't mind the algae there, but I have a number of vining tomatoes as well as some Roma and San Marzanos that I've propagated that I will be putting in this afternoon when it cools off, because here it is currently 90 plus degrees and it feels like 98. So I'm going to be putting them in as close to sundown as possible to give them a chance to get established in the soil. Anywho, moving on. I also will be starting some more cucumbers. My cucumbers didn't do as well as I had hoped. I planted 3 different types of cucumbers this year, and none of them really produced like I had expected. Usually, I could throw some cucumber seeds out, and those things would spring up and they would be prolific. I would have cucumbers coming out of my ears. But this year, that didn't happen. And I was really looking forward to canning some small pickles. I love the little small snacking pickles. And this is what I do those with. And I'm just about out. I think I have 1 more jar of pickles left from last season, and I'm about to start on those. So I need some more of these little gherkin pickles. So I'm going to be sowing those direct seeded though, direct seed. Let's see. So next is squash. Now this is a crookneck squash, but this is a summer squash, whether it's crookneck, straight neck, what have you. You can get these in the ground. Squash are also very prolific. I won't be planting these for a fall crop. I've got a freezer full of crookneck and straight neck squash. I've given it away. So I don't need any more of this. But if you love squash and wouldn't mind having more of it, then you can go ahead and get this in. I think squash has 45 to 55 days to maturity. So if you have enough time before your first frost to get these in and let them mature, then go for it. However, I will be doing a honey nut squash. This is a mini butternut squash, and this is my first time planting this. Now, the thing is, the days to maturity are 100 days, and I have 95 days left in my growing season before my first frost date. So I'm cutting it close. But I'm going to go ahead and try it and see what I get. So I'm excited about these. Next on the list that I'll be doing are peas, little marble peas. Peas can be a little fickle. I, I kind of, they're kind of like an in-between season. You know, they don't like it too hot, but they don't like it cold either. You know, they are cool, so you have to get them in the ground right at a particular time as far as temperature goes. So, so now maybe the time is a good time to get peas in. And the same thing goes for snow peas. And the ones that I'll be planting is called Courube de Marsan. You can see that, Courube de Marsan pea. Does it have the days of maturity on here? Peas typically, let's see. Peas typically have 55 days to maturity. So again, if you have that much time left before your first frost, you can get you some peas before the frost catching. And some peas are, you know, can take a light frost. I think these that I have here, Sugar Bond peas, it says on the pack that they are frost hardy. So I guess I can test that out, huh? All right, let's see. Are there any other peas that I'm doing? I'm also doing some edamame as well. Give me a last round of edamame. I love edamame, so I will get those in too as a last ditch harvest before my first frost day. Okay, so moving on to herbs that you can get in before your your first frost day. One is chives. Get those in. Chives, they have 80 days to maturity, but you also have to account for the days it takes for it to germinate. And for here, the days to germinate is 4 to 14 days. So you add that together, that's 94 days. I'm kind of cutting it close when it comes to chives, but I'm going to try them anyway. Next is basil. You get your basil in. Basil loves the heat, and it grows very fast. So you don't really have to worry about, unless you live somewhere like Canada or something, where your first frost date is September. And even then, you might be able to get a little bit of it in and harvest it as it grows. So, and that's what it likes anyway. So try to get you some basil in. Lemon balm is another one that you could get in if that's something that you want to have, maybe for eating in salads, or in my case, I use it for tea. I also started another type of lemon balm called Mandarina. I've already started it. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 little bitty sprouts that's come up. So I'm going to be doing that. And also thyme. I've already done mine, but thyme, you can go ahead and get that in before your first frost date. Next on the list is dill. And I really need to get this started. It's best to direct seed dill, and because according to this package, it takes anywhere from 20 to 25 days to germinate. And if you want it for the seeds, it's going to take a little longer. So if you have that much time before your first frost, then go ahead and try it. But I need this for canning my cucumbers so that I can get my pickles that I want. Okay, so moving on to flowers. So I'm going to be planting zinnias. In this case, this is a key lime pie zinnia, envy, which is a pretty light green zinnia, a zinnia mix, and a dwarf zinnia mix. My zinnias didn't do so well. I direct seeded them, and between the heat and the pests, they just ravaged them. So this time I'm just gonna do a seed start on them and put them out as they get a little older, so to make them a little less vulnerable to the pest. Other flowers that I will be planting out are marigolds. And the only marigolds that I have right here to show you is it's a marigold kind of mix, I guess. A patula mix is what it says. This right here, but I do have other marigolds that I'll be putting out. I have some French marigolds that I'll be putting out. And last but not least, I'm going to be doing a sunflower. I'm doing two different types of sunflowers. One is a chocolate cherry sunflower, and the other is a salt and roast sunflower. I did plant these. I direct seeded them, and they did not do very well for the same reason. They got attacked by pests early on because I direct seeded them. They came up young and they got ravaged. So I'm gonna do a seed start on these as well and put them out as they get a little older and see how that works. This salt and roast are edible. So I was really looking forward to this. I only had one to survive, and he seemed like he is fighting for his life. We got a head that's starting to develop, but pests are still trying to nibble on it. So I'm gonna plant out some more since it's getting a little cooler. And one thing I will say that I've been at fault at this season is pest management. I have not done very well with pest management at all. So I'm putting together a plan for that not to be an issue moving forward. That is all that I have as far as what you need to be getting started to get a harvest before your first frost date. I will also be doing a part 2 of this to talk about what you could be getting started for your fall garden, fall/winter garden. So I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That helps a lot for my small channel, my small new channel. And I'll see you on the next time.